Hello, Clash fans. Triple damage coming at you today, or tonight, rather, because it's like 9 o'clock on a Saturday in Las Vegas, and I'm sitting at home playing Clash of Clans. I don't have a lot of friends. I just hang out with my wife, and then I read and I play Clash. So what we're actually going to wind up taking a look at today is my new favorite army and my new favorite unit in the game, which it doesn't look big on here, but the Flame Flinger at Town Hall 11. So what we're going to do is I'm going to jump in here and make a war attack against this. No, there's a higher one. We must take a... Oh, this has 99%. I need to do a video on how to attack bases. Like, this is perfect for Zap Witch. The distance between these two Inferno Towers, you can get them both with one Earthquake, 4 zaps, and those 4 zaps are positioned where you could hit the Eagle Artillery and empty out a lot of this middle. But, yeah, we're not going to attack that base. That's not a good layout. That's not as good of a layout for a hybrid. Plus, it's got 92% already. Okay, let's see. This one here, we could probably make this work. Let me think real quick about what direction I'd want to come in here. Yeah, we could probably make this work. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the army real quick. And the army, it's a hybrid attack, but instead of using a siege barracks, we are going to use the Flame Flinger. We are sitting on 15 hogs and 11 miners with 5 healers that are level 4. You can get to level 5 for a Town Hall 11, so I would strongly recommend upgrading those as much as possible before... Oh, we have an unhit 13 also. Maybe this is better. These defenses are too weak. We'll run this into the ground and it won't look as impressive. All right, we're going to just take a stab at this Town Hall 11 here. So I strongly recommend you guys try this out. What we're going to do is scout this real quick and see what we're going to do. We'll pretend like it's a fresh hit, so I don't know what's in the clan castle since I haven't watched that replay. The Flame Flinger can destroy defenses from a very far distance. So the plan is we're going to take out a portion of the base with the Flame Flinger and then another portion of the base with the Queen Walk, and then we will hybrid the rest of it. Now the Flame Flinger would easily take out this whole corner here, because if we just dump the Flame Flinger outside the Spell Factory, it would take out all these defenses, and then... if we put it on this side of the Spell Factory, it would come this direction to take out these units as well. Although if we go this direction, ooh, okay. So if we go this direction, it will hit this cannon and deal splash damage over onto that Expo. So we'll say these defenses would be taken out here, and we could Queen Walk in the upper corner here. I do have 2 super wall breakers, although I don't know that I'll get her to go all the way in. And then we could hybrid through either this direction here or this direction here. So we'll just go ahead and jump in and hope not to embarrass ourselves. So the Flame Flinger, I have only 3 minutes to work with. Maybe I'll go back later and put the replay in here so you can see what it's going to do. But I want the Flame Flinger to go this direction over here toward this cannon and Expo. So we're going to place it just over here on this outside of the Spell Factory. And then we'll start our Queen Walk up here. And, oh, I didn't bring a baby dragon for funneling. Crap. Okay, well, we'll go figure that out. So, Flame Flinger over here will wreck all those defenses. Now let's go figure out how to get this queen to come in here. Do we have anything that would be useful for this? We could use a wizard, I guess. We'll go Archer Queen with the balloon. We'll go wizard right here to take that. And then we'll go... there, we'll go another wizard just to make sure that definitely goes down. And worst case scenario, that queen is going to go around the outside there, but at least the Archer Queen will be covered with some balloons. And then we will... which direction she's going to go? She is not going inside to get that Eagle Artillery. Okay, well, we'll let her do her thing. Meanwhile, you see the Flame Flinger is over here just destroying stuff. So good job, Flame Flinger. Already took down a large portion of that. We got a couple of rage spells here. We might be able to get the queen to go in for that air defense. This might work out fine. Nope, she's not going that way. Come back for the air defense. Oh no, that's not good. So we're just going to go ahead and go king in here. We'll actually start the hybrid on this side over here. So we'll go hogs and miners with the Grand Warden. And we are going to start with a poison spell. This is going very poorly. We're just going to go ahead and rage these guys through here, and the enemy queen will go down to the miners. We do have some heal spells here. This was like terrible Queen Walk, but I'm just showing you how powerful this army is, that we are able to Queen Walk as poorly as we did here with an Electro Dragon running around the outside, and we are still going to put some wizards over here for cleanup. We are still going to wind up getting 3 stars on this base, and probably without even using a couple of those heal spells. We don't even need the goblin, but we'll put the goblin in there. Okay, so this attack is so powerful. Like, we didn't even use 2 of our heal spells, and I messed up my queen walk, which I should have actually thought that one out. This is not a great layout without a baby dragon. I really needed a baby dragon to push my queen back inside here. But you see how incredibly powerful and easy this attack is. The Flame Flinger literally did all this damage down here all by itself. Here, we'll just go like, yeah, 2 heal spells right in the center there. Look how many hogs and miners are still alive. So the Flame Flinger had hog riders in there. That's another thing to keep in mind. And look at all those miners still there. There's like a whole herd of them. This attack is crazy powerful. What we are going to do is we're going to show you some replays on these 2 bases here where I did the exact same attack, but to a couple of different layouts. I didn't tell you, we're celebrating almost 6,800 subscribers on the channel, so I'm really excited about that. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below and do all the other stuff that helps the algorithm think that I'm doing a great job at making YouTube content for you guys. And I will try to share some of the love that you guys are giving this direction as well by continuing to provide good, high-quality attacks. Don't forget to check me out on TikTok. I actually just realized I need to go help my wife take care of some laundry, so I'm going to stop recording for now, but I will come back in a little bit and show you these other 2 attacks and break down how we approach the bases and how these attacks are working. Okay, well, 9 hours later with about 7 hours of sleep, and we can pick back up where we left off. I should actually be taking the dogs for a walk right now, but I'm cold. It's like 32 degrees outside here in Las Vegas this morning, so I'm gonna wait and see if the sun will warm the earth a little bit more. So one of the things that I've been talking about with this attack, so we'll take a moment to break this one down instead of just jumping in like we did with the live attack. All the expos are down here, which expos and mortars are the only things that can damage the Flame Flinger. Well, realistically, they're the only things you got to worry about. And the expos are obviously the big thing you have to worry about because they deal so much damage per second. The mortars don't really deal a lot of damage per second. So when we look at the range of where the mortars can cover, it actually looks like we're going to be able to get all the way into this Eagle Artillery with that Flame Flinger. So I anticipated being able to take out all of these defenses here before the Flame Flinger goes down. And if the Flame Flinger can take out that entire portion, I figured, well, I can queen walk down here, and then with this part of the base being done and this part of the base being done, my king can take out these bomb towers, and then my hogs and miners can just sweep right through here and take out the rest of the base. Now, the intention was for the queen to be able to get in here and take out the clan castle troops, because flying troops can be a pain for the miners and the hog riders, which you saw in the live attack a minute ago. Or 9 hours ago, I guess, that through the marvel of technology was some moments ago. So that's the game plan on this one. And I'm just going to talk about it as though, obviously these are not max defenses for Town Hall 11, but there are so many troops left over by the end that it really doesn't make a difference. So we're going to go ahead and start here with the Flame Flinger, and you can see the Flame Flinger's range. It's already about to shoot at this cannon, and this cannon cannot fire, and this archer tower cannot fire. Now, I intentionally placed it there just outside the range of the cannon and the archer tower because I scouted the base prior to attacking. I didn't want to put the Flame Flinger up here, and then have to drive down because the thing moves incredibly slowly. So I dropped it somewhere where it would essentially be able to start firing right away. Now, the beautiful thing is because it deals splash damage, and that cannon has more hit points than the archer tower, it's going to fire at the cannon, and the second blast of the cannon, both of those defenses are down, and so is that wall. Now, the Inferno Tower is the next closest defense, and so it's going to go ahead and, oh, my queen walk already started. It's going to start firing at the Inferno Tower. So we'll come back to that in a second. Well, I guess that's the important part of the attack. You can see the queen. We went ahead and deployed the archer queen, and we put down a balloon in front of the healers to test for air traps. We always refer to that as a cocoa loon, right? A coconut loon, crazy like a coconut. It's essentially on a suicide mission, but it's a skeleton, so I don't imagine I feel terrible about it. We'll zoom out a little bit so we can look at both of these at the same time. So Flame Flinger, along with its sprites, continuing to destroy those defenses. Super Wall Breaker gets us into that compartment there, and the Archer Queen is going to step up and start destroying that stuff while the Flame Flinger is destroying the stuff at the top. Now you'll see I haven't deployed my king, I haven't deployed my hogs, I haven't deployed my miners, haven't deployed any of my troops except the Flame Flinger and my Archer Queen with her healers and one of the Coco Loons. So actually maybe I did two. So we rage in there because we've got some Clan Castle troops coming out and we've got an Expo shooting at her at this point. Meanwhile, the Flame Flinger is having a field day with these defenses. And you see that the Grand Warden statue already took some damage from the splash, and it's about to go destroy this mortar, which is engaged shooting the Archer Queen, so even the mortar isn't going to be able to do anything. So our friend the Flame Flinger is still destroying stuff. Poison spell for the Electro Dragon and the balloons. Don't use Electro Dragons in Clan Castles. Use Lava Hounds or something else. They just take more time. They're a lot more difficult to deal with, to be honest, unless you're against a very novice attacker. Now, I went ahead and put the Barbarian King in down here along with a couple of wizards because I wanted to get rid of those 2 bomb towers before I brought the king in. Now you can see it's only 50 seconds. Only 32% of the base has been taken down. The other 68% is going to go down in these final 50 seconds. So Queen's still shooting, King goes in there, I get him to take out those bomb towers, here come the miners and the hogs and the Grand Warden, and now I have 3 heal spells and a rage goes up there for the Queen to help finish taking out the Barbarian King. The Flame Flinger is still going, it lasts for just over 2 minutes, that's actually unshot, like if nothing hits it, it'll pop after about 2 minutes if you've got a max one that you're dealing with. Meanwhile, down here, we're just dealing with exactly what we want, which is a nice clean path right through here for the Hog Riders and the Miners, because the Queen has done such a nice job of shepherding them toward the targets that we want. And we go ahead and use a heal spell into this final compartment, and because this attack is so incredibly powerful, we haven't used the Queen's ability. We still have a couple of archers left for cleanup troops, but you can see we deployed some wizards up here to help clean up. Though that's one thing, the Flame Flinger leaves non-defensive buildings as trash in its wake, so that needs to be handled. Didn't use a clean ability, did not use 2 of our heal spells. Granted, those were not max defenses, but you can see with all the stuff that we had left over, it totally would not have mattered even if those had been stronger or max defenses. So the other base, again, we take a look, all the expos are in the core, which means the Flame Flinger is going to be able to do what it wants wherever we wind up deploying it. And the mortars, we've got here, and here, and here, and where's the 4th mortar? Where's the 4th mortar? Oh, there, mortar, 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 mortar. So naturally what the base is telling us is Flame Flinger could potentially take some damage on this side, but there's nothing over here to protect against the Flame Flinger. So the assumption was Flame Flinger will be able to move in here, get this archer tower, get this cannon, and again, because they're touching, that one corner that's touching there, that means they're going to wind up both taking some damage from that Flame Flinger. So all this stuff I anticipated going down, and I was thinking it might get as far as this bomb tower, but I just really wanted to take out this compartment right here, which we'll go ahead and let you see that first shot. And it's really slow, right? It fires every 5 seconds. So it fired when there was 226 left, 221, another bomb, and those defenses are down. So we did a little bit of funneling up here. We went ahead and dropped a wizard to take out that army camp, and then we put the Archer Queen in with 1 balloon and all of her healers, and she is now going to step up into this compartment. I went ahead and used a rage spell on her to push her into there, and my other Super Wall Breaker, it wasn't going to do much for me because this entire area has already been opened wide, and I just didn't want to run the risk of my Archer Queen stepping back out here to take those gold mines, because with her having come up in here, I knew she'd engage the king, and after she shoots these defenses here, she'd be able to hit that gold mine right there from inside this compartment, and then she'd just keep working her way in. So Archer Queen with the rage spells taking out the Barbarian King, and then she's just going to continue up into that compartment. These 2 stray buildings obviously could draw her attention, but she's just going to wind up heading back down into the core. Now this is something that's really important to note. Look, not that it matters for Hog Riders and Miners, but look how much damage. This thing opens walls wide open for any kind of ground attack even. So even if we wanted to come into the base somewhere near where the Flame Flinger was beginning, it just cracks those walls wide open. So we're actually just going to let the Queen do her thing for a little bit here. She takes a poison spell in front, or she drops a poison spell in front of the Electro Dragon and the balloon. We use the 2nd rage spell to help power her through those. She's under fire by an Expo, the Grand Warden, the enemy clan castle troops. And again, you see here the Flame Flinger just completely destroying all those defenses, standing well outside their range, and this wizard is already in helping to clean up ahead of time. So we'll fast forward a little bit to let the Archer Queen get through that wall. And so she's got a game list, so 42% of the base is down. This whole area has been wiped out. The Flame Flinger took out all this with a wizard, Archer Queen taking out this stuff up here, and she's now working on the Eagle Artillery. Went ahead and brought the Barbarian King in here just to take some of these trash buildings on the side, so that again, we've got a nice little path here for the Hogs and the Miners to come rumbling through, and we have 3 heal spells along with the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome to protect them as they absolutely shred at half speed, as they shred this base. So as soon as the Archer Queen takes out that Eagle Artillery, I'm now ready to begin the hybrid portion of the attack, and here come my Miners, and here come my Hog Riders, and here comes the Grand Warden. Now, I actually prefer to deploy the Miners first, but sometimes I just get so excited I deploy the Hogs first, and that's because I don't want the Hogs to get too far ahead of the Miners before the Grand Warden comes in, because I've had times where the Hogs run off by themselves, and they miss out on the eventual protection of the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome. Now, I didn't want to get too cocky with this and misdeploy any of my spells, or skip deploying any of my spells. So I went ahead and very aggressively used my heal spells through here, and you can see the Clan Castle Hog Riders coming out of that Flame Flinger. And this base, there's so many Miners, right? All those Miners are still there. Well, there goes one. All the Hog Riders. Queen is still up. All 3 of my heroes are awake and still pounding away in the final seconds of this attack. Like, this army is so powerful, and it's actually very forgiving. Even if you wind up messing up a lot of what you're doing, that Flame Flinger just makes this whole thing so easy. So 3 attacks in there, 2 videos spread over 9 hours. Thank you for spending 9 hours with me in the course of what's hopefully going to be less than 10 minutes. As I mentioned before, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, comment down below, tell me some other stuff you're interested in seeing. I'm going to try and get back to posting a little bit more regularly. I had been only posting like once a week or so. I'm going to try and start posting every 3 or 4 days if I can get a chance. But of course, life takes priority over that. In the meantime, Trample Damage telling you guys have a great one. I'm going to go walk the puppies, and I'll come back hopefully later today to edit this.